What is up, everybody? Welcome to today's SaM show. We have an awesome show prepared for you. A bunch of topics. Mate, what's your favorite topic that you're excited to talk about today?
The build we're doing at the moment.
The build we're doing at the moment. The builds. The builds. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. I nearly just died. I put it in the wrong hole. Let's go.
Why did you say it like that?
That's what happened.
Okay.
That's what happened.
For anyone, you have to give context to everyone.
So I went to go live.
The only info
on
they
Instagram,
have is you put it in the wrong hole.
and I nearly died.
Yes.
That should be the title of today's stream. We put it in the wrong hole. I went live on Instagram, and I just I hit live, and while it was saying we're letting your followers know that you're live, I took a sip of my coffee, and it went down into my lungs.
And
I died for a second. There's now coffee all over my wall next to the bin near my office desk.
it was even worse because he didn't take his headphones off.
No, so I just ran and the cable got pulled.
And then this drink got pulled across the table.
Yeah, good times. Anyway, so that's what happened. Never a dull moment when I'm just trying to wake up in the morning. It's still very early here for me. It's not early for everyone. It's just early for me. That's it. I wasn't feeling too well. Right now it's like Kahunsho season. And
People won't know what Kahunsho is.
Kahunsho is like hay fever, but in Japan it's like 1,000 times worse, I swear to God. I've had hay fever in Australia and nothing was ever like this.
It's because of multiple reasons.
Multiple reasons, but China's to blame.
No.
No, I'm just taking a page from Trump. I'm just making a joke.
SaM.
A bad joke. Typical. Yeah. Do we go into this topic?
I think everyone's asking
Everyone's asking about what?
why we are quitting.
Why we're
Have
quitting?
you seen YouTube chat?
What's YouTube chat saying?
Everyone's panicking.
Yeah,
Hi,
we're
YouTube.
quitting.
We're
It's too
quitting.
much.
We can't handle it anymore. With having a kid and starting a family and May wanting at least another 6 children, I just don't think we can do it anymore. Yeah. We're quitting the SaM show. That's what we're quitting. We're not quitting YouTube. We're just quitting the SaM show. It was something that we said from the get-go. It was something that we were going to be testing and experimenting with. And it's had a very negative impact on how the algorithm has viewed our channel. And we have the data to prove it and back it up. So I just decided that we're no longer going to be doing the SaM show here. Yeah. So this is
Sad.
the final SaM show.
If you do want any live content, I guess they should move over to Twitch.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, and someone said it's drift season too. Yes, that's one major thing.
That's another major thing, yeah.
Because we realized after moving from Saturday to Wednesday is also another day that we always kind of do like test runs.
Yeah, test days. It's not that like, it's something I still want to experiment with. I'm not done with this idea yet. It's just the way that we're doing it now on the channel. We can't keep doing it. It was a cool idea. And I mean, it's just I haven't figured out how to do it properly in the way I want it to, and how it's not going to have a negative impact on the channel. I've spoken a little bit about this, but YouTube has changed dramatically in the last 3 months.
It's weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of creators. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of creators announcing that they're finishing up, they're quitting. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people complaining about it. I'm sure you've seen a lot of creators that you used to watch just no longer appear in your feed, and then eventually you go to their channel directly and you find that they've actually have been uploading their normal schedule. You just haven't seen any of their content. So stuff has really, really changed, which is prompted me more than ever to make sure that all my eggs aren't in the same basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good learning curve.
I It was something we already knew. This is why I like had been focused on Twitch and other things and stuff like that. But more than ever, it's something that needs to be focused on. Like even channels where they would upload once a month and it would be like this crazy high quality kind of content where it was like documentary level, they're barely pulling in views anymore. Like it's so weird how the algorithm, I don't even know if it's the algorithm or the audience has changed. I don't know what it is yet. And I don't think YouTube does either.
It's both. I think it's 50-50. Obviously with life changing, you know, after COVID and stuff, you know, we hear that a lot of people are not on YouTube.
Yeah, people don't have time. I'm curious, like obviously this is an open conversation with you guys as well, guys, but let's get real for a little bit. Like, what do you think? What do you feel? Like, do you feel you don't have time anymore for YouTube? Do you feel like the content is stale? Like, I'm always up for constructive criticism. It's always something that I ask my friends for whenever, like all of my close friends, we've had a conversation at some point where it goes along the lines of, hey man, I just want to let you know, like, I really appreciate your input in my life. If you ever feel I'm doing something wrong or I could do better at something, you have my permission for that, like to say that, and it won't offend me. There's one thing, like I always, having ADHD and growing up and stuff like that, very oblivious to a lot of things and just following the dopamine rush. So all those people that know me really, really close are always just like, they'll pull me aside and be like, hey, calm down. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that was a dick thing to do. So then I'll go back and apologize and we're all G, you know? It's just something that has to happen.
Yeah. It's not a depressing stream. Okay?
No, this isn't a depressing stream. This is just us.
Your voice, the pollen here is really bad.
Yeah, you guys have no...
I apologize for the low voice.
Yeah, it sounds like I have a frog in my throat or something. It's just, yeah, pollen and hay fever right now. My sinuses are full. Trust me, I'm excited. I just also... my throat feels really bad after inhaling coffee into my lungs. Let's have a look at some of these comments here.
YouTube is my go-to. Regarding like the time you have now, people are saying the recession. People are
COVID
don't
money
have
is
money,
drying up and people
working really long hours.
Yeah. Yeah, people are hitting huge debt because COVID money's dried up. I'm just curious what everyone's thinking. Gretchy as well, thank you for giving out that sub over on Twitch, and Big Popsicle as well, thank you for the resub there, tier 1. Oh, 1 month actually. Welcome, dude.
Daddy Devo on
Twitch
for tier 1 for
thank
9
you.
months right at the very start of the stream.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is still like I want to experiment more with this type of what's the word I'm trying to think of? This type of content form. I think there's a place for this because no one either there's no place for it and that's why no one else does this in the automotive scene, or maybe there is a place for it but people just haven't figured out how to do it yet.
I think it's that.
It's definitely something I want to figure out. Give it its own channel, or use one of the other sub channels for now or something. But like it needs to be figured out because this is a format. That's the word.
Format.
This is a format that should be done for automotive stuff. A talk show based thing. You go through events. You talk about it. You have an active audience. It should be. WF5S. Thank you for the Prime sub on Twitch. SAMMIT Raw for SaM Show. That's what I'm thinking. Just because it's something that I think really has a place. Attention span, performance pressure due to social media, work, more work needed for good money, aka less time, and so on. Just a combination of a bunch of things. Yeah, see, it's very odd because like you would think that if your audience was no longer interested, it would be because there'd be an age gap difference, right? Like let's say, your audience got older and less interested in kind of like the fun, random stuff that you're doing. That's more so in the immature category, right? Like just having fun. People don't have time for that stuff anymore. So you'd expect to see that your audience graph would start showing more older people.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But my audience graph doesn't show that. It shows
consistent.
it's consistent.
Yeah.
18 to 25 is like the main.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it's people are busy and all that type of stuff. Everyone's lives are a little crazy right now. And then I think also the biggest thing is what do you call it? The algorithm. I think things have really, really shifted on YouTube side of things as well. So it'll be interesting to see who sticks around in the next few months.
This person, America's going through huge changes, and tech companies are laying off tons of people. Yeah, we hear that from the WAN show.
Yeah. A lot of contacts that we had for getting problems resolved in social media platforms like Facebook, Meta, and things like that. Like if someone was stealing your content and reposting it, like you know how the report button pretty much does nothing because it's all just like monitored by bots. You could reach out to like a partner manager or something like that at these platforms, and we had all these contacts for that. Every single one of them has been let go. Like we have no contacts anywhere now. I think the only contact I still have is my YouTube partner manager.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, she helps out a lot. But yeah, it's just absolutely wild how much the scene in content creation is changing right now, and I don't know if it's for better. I think it's been getting worse because now with all the AI stuff, AI is just picking up patterns on what the algorithm wants, and it's just producing like insane misinformation junk content, and the algorithm just keeps recommending it because it's picked up on those patterns.
So in the future, online drama starts with AI?
Who knows? In the future, we're just all going to be destroyed and annihilated by AI, probably. At the rate that it's progressing, I don't see why. What do they call it from Terminator? Skynet. I don't know. It's a little scary. Dun, 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 dun.
You have a hype train going on.
Yeah, I just saw that. Twitch hype train just started. Thank you guys on Twitch. Thank you, Mitch.
Everyone's still complaining there's no Taylor Swift.
Who said that?
On here. Dang, no Taylor Swift.
Damn. Good thing you two are pretty. Thanks, Christian. Yeah. My Subaru just chuckled at me through the window. What? S15 RV30, make FD 2000 horsepower. Oh, man. Man. As much as I would love that, the thought of trying to have a reliable RB at a competitive level gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
So much anxiety. I know, like, once PRP finishes all their block stuff and head stuff, they have some really, really, not for the 26, like, their blocks are good for 36. You can do a 3.6 liter with PRP's new block.
Wow.
Yeah, and their heads are like 5,000 horsepower capable. Isn't that an insane number to even think about? 5,000 freaking horsepower out of an RB.
Like,
block and head.
The first question that comes to my mind is, what do you use it for?
But
I guess that's on the limit. That's how much limit they want to, go push towards.
It's definitely it's definitely something that makes me wonder. But I mean, the sky's the limit.
SAMMIT moon launch.
Yeah, SAMMIT moon launch. Imagine that. Like, I imagine the spooling time for a 5,000 horsepower RB is going to be something along the lines of like, and you're watching it go to like 6,000 RPM, and then finally it's like, wah! And you get that last like 1,000 RPM of just insanity. But if you're making that much power, it's going to be like revving to 10,000 RPM or something stupid. Yeah,
you need more turbos.
You need a bigger turbo. Flow more air.
More.
Yeah.
Twin big turbo.
It'll probably more so compound, I would say. Because I don't know if there's a turbo big enough to make that kind of power, like a single turbo big enough to make that kind of power of an RB. I'm sure Precision's got something in the works.
NOS.
I know Garrett doesn't make a turbo that big that could make that kind of horsepower out of an RB.
One turbo for every cylinder.
Yeah. Engineered by Orion. NOS, yeah, NOS too. Everything. everything.
So that was my question. You're not gonna put NOS on your
No. Adds
Formula
more
drift?
the reliability issues. Also, you got to start filling up bottles. What happens if your bottle runs out in the middle of a run? It drastically affects the car and how it handles and feels.
There's no way to check how much NOS
There is, and you're supposed to change them out. But if something goes wrong, solenoids freeze all the time. Yeah.
How much NOS is used for like Formula Drift USA? Not much. People don't rely on it?
Some people use it, but the majority don't. Just because it adds another level of if something goes wrong, it's another thing to go wrong.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I've learned with any kind of competitive competition stuff is simplify everything.
Yeah. That's what I felt too last year. I think that's another thing we learned, and we forgot to put it on the video, when we talked about it. But once you get after qualifying, right? Like, yes, it is about your skill of driving, but also as a team perspective, what we need to focus on is bringing the possibility of anything going wrong down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just back to basics, making sure like simple things like making sure that like, tires are on tight. Nothing's going loose, making sure you open the bonnet, looking at the lines and go, okay, nothing's moving around.
So back to the NOS thing, right? A lot of people will use them as spool aids because that's like the most reliable way to use it. When it comes, just because it's simpler. So what happens is they just put what's coolled like a fogger or a jet sprayer, and it goes in the intake or like in the charge pipe, and it only clicks on at the start when the turbo's spooling up to kind of help bring response in, right? That's how a lot of people in FD use it. But if you're running like a high,
the turbo goes around, it brings hot air.
It just means that it's able to get the turbo lag time shortened. It's kind of like a spooling aid, like how when you come off throttle, you've got anti-lag to try and keep the revs there and the turbo going.
Yeah.
Now, when people are running NA stuff like high revving V8s, like RTR, for example, Chelsea, I think in the last round had a bad solenoid, and the car was just like, it was almost impossible for him to do well, just because they rely so heavily on it. And that happened actually quite frequently throughout the rounds. They had a lot of solenoid issues or issues with nitrous and stuff like that. Now, I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually, but it's just like, I don't know much about it. My mechanics don't know much about it.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to even buy nitrous in Japan. You actually have to buy it. One distributor.
Station.
And it is medical grade nitrous. It's not performance grade nitrous. So you're paying double because it's literally the gas they give patients.
3 hours to get it.
Yeah. So it's a whole it's just not worth it, right? If this was the USA and like there were parts everywhere readily available, 100% makes sense. And that's the biggest thing, like coming here, so many Americans are always like, oh, why don't you just do this and do that and do this? And it's like, those things don't really exist here on hand. You have to wait like 2 weeks for it to arrive in the country, pay import tax. And then if something goes wrong, unless you bought 2 at the same time, you're done. You got to wait another 2 weeks before parts rock up. Yeah. So it's very different here, the performance landscape. There's not really a performance shop that you can just rock up to and buy stuff.
No.
That's why everyone sticks to like, JZXs and keeping everything stock at Ebisu Circuit.
Yeah.
Right? One JZ, everything stock, because if something breaks, no matter what it is, the part is available close by and you can get it fixed same day. That's why also a lot of like grassroots cars are just SRs with an upgraded turbo. That's why transmission stuff and things like that, everyone just doesn't want to go above 450 horsepower on their grassroots cars because the moment they do, no stock transmissions will support it. And if they got to swap to a CD transmission, the car doesn't shift and feel great.
Yeah.
And like you then start going down this rabbit hole of if you upgrade that, then you need to upgrade this. And then all of a sudden your diff can't support it. So everyone kind of stays at that same level just because of simplicity and nothing breaks. So it's like, that's, I don't know how we got on this tangent, but one thing I learned in the last couple of years in competing is keep it simple.
Live simple.
Live simple? Yep. So yeah. Anyways, nitrous is cool. And I do love it. And we did the nitrous Civic in Australia. But yeah, for now, we are not doing nitrous in the comp car. If it turns out it's super, super laggy, then I'll just figure something out.
Yeah. So should we go into content review?
Yeah. Let's go into content review. I actually wanted to check some of the comments really quickly.
Okay.
So maybe while you're pulling that up, I'll have a look at the comments. Spray NOS into turbos? Yeah.
Someone's asking me, if I had an RX-8, would you stick to rotary or would I LS swap it? I wouldn't LS swap. We don't have LSs in Japan.
Yeah, LS is actually starting to become popular. There's a couple American-based guys that have imported them over, bought crate engines from like SaMMIT and stuff, and just had them shipped to base. And they're doing swaps.
That's what the treaty
they're
is
S-chassis.
for Japanese
Yeah.
people now.
Yeah,
For the air bases.
Yeah,
Is to bring
LS
motor
is
parts.
in. And we're starting to see LSs in, like Matsui's BMW. That thing
Yeah,
ripped.
Matsui.
Turbo LSX.
If you're
in
wondering
his,
who this
E90,
is,
E92, I think.
he's in D1 GP.
Yep. D1 GP and FDJ1. I don't know if he's driving this year though.
Yeah. Well, which? No, he's driving the blue and the yellow RX-7, right?
Yeah, he normally drives the RX-7.
And then on Formula Drift, he has
Mamiya.
his BMW.
Yeah, and then in FD as the BMW with the LSX
Yeah.
Turbo. Isn't that so weird? What is with rotary guys and their other like backup car or their next favorite car is LS powered?
So you're giving crap to Matsui?
No, I'm having a little jab at Rob Dahm. No, it's a joke because
Now the
he
next
was just
clip
so...
is gonna be Rob holding you, choking you.
No, it's fine.
Where's my package?
No, I just found, like, my brain
Where's
was
my
just like, there's a pattern there because he made fun of, like, the whole LS day and he bought a Corvette and put a rotary in it.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, there's something up with rotary guys and like, LSs. LSs are cheaper to run, yeah, but when they let go, man, they let go. It's like that meme on the internet when it's like when an LS lets go and there's all those colorful cylinder objects exploding in the guy's face. That's what happens every time an LS blows up.
I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if Enzo's watching. He's one of our employees. I think his car completely just died.
What, his clutch?
I don't know. I don't know much info about it. But he said his car was not running.
At all?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Enzo's RX-8 completely died?
Seems like
We
it.
jinxed it? Oh, no. Automotive Carnage, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. G'day, mate. Love your content. Love how May and you are killing it. Mainly loving your rusty abandoned car hunts. Keep it up, mate. Thank you. More of those to come. More and more of those to come. We have like a whole team dedicated to finding more of those. Team, and when I say team, it's May. That's May's job. Whenever she has spare time, she scours like Japanese forums and things like that, looking for more like abandoned cars that are on public property for us to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of if it's not JDM, there's a lot of abandoned locations.
Yeah, there's a lot actually, especially in like the national forests and stuff where people do like motorbike motorbike riding and like mountain bike riding and all that stuff through. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, should we go to content review?
Yep.
Okay. So this week we had all the 2J stuff coming out.
There's been a whole change. Yesterday, okay, so can we review, this is part of content review explaining what happened. So it was going to take 3 weeks for Jun to get my engine back to me, but there was some kind of communication issue, I guess, and they didn't know that we needed the crank line board. And when Jun went to pick up my block and stuff, they were like, oh, we would need another month on top of the 3 weeks. And at that point, my heart sunk because I was literally just like, you're joking. So I called a bunch of friends and Ito-san from Duluck came through. Absolute MVP. I'm going to buy that guy the biggest bottle of whiskey and I'm going to make him drink it even if he doesn't want to, just so I can say thank you. That sounded
Honestly,
really bad.
like the amount of alcohol he needs is like E85 level.
Dude literally was like, I knew this was going to happen, so I had a reservation already prepared. I'm giving it to you. And I was just like, dude is like big brain, like freaking genius right here. And he was just like, this is what I foresaw. You know, like it was like a Gandalf kind of moment. I was literally just like, what the frick, this guy?
He's like
After calling,
No
by the way, like 7 other shops, I find like he called me back because he didn't answer when I first called him. He was the first person I called, but I just kept calling other machine shops. For some reason, so many machine shops don't actually have the line boring machine and gear. They
so
outsource it to some random company in like Chiba, and no one wants to tell you who that company is.
Yeah.
And I was just like, just tell me who it is. I'll call them and I'll tell them, dude, I don't care how much it's going to cost. I just need my block line board. Like, you know, like, can you squeeze me in? I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, there are situations where it's like when someone urgently needs something, you pay for that to get cut, you know, to cut the line. Like, I know that's like a crappy thing to think about, but it's just what happens. Anyway, so yeah, he literally foresaw it. And now, get this, the new machine shop that we're using through him not only does the line boring and everything, but few things I didn't realize and think to check because I just thought every machine shop did this. They're like the only machine shop that uses a dummy head when machining the boards for the pistons. So what that means is when a head is bolted onto a block, it twists and warps a little bit and changes shape. Now, when you bore a block, what you're supposed to do is have this big billet block that gets bolted on the top with your head studs, and that way the block is under the same stress and everything as if it would be in your car. Makes sense, right? And then you bore it. So that way, when it's not under stress of being bolted to a head and pulled flat and everything, and if you bored it like that, not under stress, when you did bolt it on, it would kind of be a different shape. And that can lead to big issues when you're making a lot of power, right? If you're at like 400 to 500 horsepower, she'll be right.
Yeah.
But not at this level.
Not this
and not at how much like more. Anyways, they're like the only shop that do that in Japan. So I found out that, and I'm like, okay, well that makes sense because, you know, Jun never asked me for head studs. So like, yeah, obviously I still use Jun for all my SR stuff and RB stuff. They're amazing. They're incredible.
amazing.
It's just we had a time limit. So yeah.
Now that got me thinking though, if, you know, 1,000 horsepower is this level of, you know, the material getting, what do you call it, flexed? What would happen when you build like big ship engines?
So their RPM is quite low. So it's a little different, but their piston size is massive. Have you ever seen some of the boat engines?
Yes.
Like the piston cylinders,
Are like-
they have a door on them and people can go inside and be like, yeah, the bore's looking a little scratched here, might just fix that, you know? Like you should see some of the footage of it, like the engines they use in ships and nuts. But they're generally diesel and they're very, very low RPM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
not like
the stress
huge-
is a little different. Now they make insane torque. But the like sudden clutch kick kind of stresses and torque and things like that would twist and break a block. Like we're talking about doing like GTR launches and that type of stuff where it's like all of a sudden 0 and then clutch dump at 7,000 RPM and everything gets shocked.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in a boat. The boat's moving water. It's a little less intense. It's intense. It's a lot, but still it's a little less crazy.
Can I go on a tangent on that?
Yeah.
So Honda released the new V8 VTEC engine.
What? Don't tell the Americans. Wait, is this Japan's version of freedom? Oh, it's a boat engine.
Yes. That's why.
God damn it.
That's
Quick.
why I brought it up.
Hang on, quick. Let's buy an EG Civic and swap this Honda.
Yeah, that's
Honda's
what I
new
was
V8
thinking.
VTEC engine.
That's
okay.
what I was thinking. I'm
Dude,
so
let's
glad
get a
we
Civic
talked
and make
about.
this work.
I didn't plan this. You started talking about engines and twisting and just, yeah.
Hang on, let me pull this up on my screen. We're waiting for it to load. It's taking forever.
What?
I have no idea what's going on.
Do you guys know about the V8 VTEC engines? I'm about to buy one just to put it on a car.
Plugged in, it's got power.
Oh, there we go. We finally got it. Cool. Here you guys go. Coming to the SaMMIT channel soon. We're going to be putting one of these in a Civic. Honda has dropped jaws with the introduction of a new V8, but it's everything Honda fans have been waiting for, or a bait and switch. Literally, that's what you just got me with too.
Honda finally unveils a
5-liter V8 with VTEC.
VTEC technology.
What are you doing, Toyota? Sorry, what are you doing, Honda?
The new Honda V8 engine, exclusively for marine use, featured advanced features like blast mode and cruise control. For
Blast mode? Could you imagine if Honda boys got their hands on that in their Civic?
Yeah.
It'd be like, You thought VTEC was good? We're hitting blast mode.
Mode.
You know what I mean? Like that has got Honda Boy all over it.
Yeah. The BF350 offers exceptional quietness, sleek designs, and comes with Honda's True 5 warranty, ensuring reliability and proven engineering.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I knew there was going to be a lot of people who want to just put it on a car. So
I just love that there's just pictures of it on a boat.
Yeah. Surprisingly, though, on the boat,
When VTEC hits, this is the pit photo. When blast mode kicks in.
engine weight's about 765 pounds.
Wait. 5 litre 4-stroke, 60 V8 32 valve, 350 horsepower stock at 6,000 RPM rev. Dude, this thing's got to be like an LS. I want to see what it looks like. Stop showing me the freaking outboard motor. Take the covers off. God damn it. Where is it?
Right?
Oh, it has an O2 sensor. Thank God for that, guys. Trim support. Tilt limit. Hey, it has cruise control.
Yay!
It has an alert system. Danger to manifold.
Yeah.
Where's the freaking photo of the engine?
Let me search. Because it was at the Geneva Auto Convention.
What a dick tease.
I
They
know.
just cover it in plastic this whole time? Not a single picture of it.
VTEC.
Show me the goddamn engine. I'm like one of those really grumpy guys at the strip club because he's like upset because no one's taking their top off. Because the engine's covered. The engine's got clothes on.
Okay.
I'm so annoyed. I want to look at
brothel?
the engine. I want to see the valve covers. I'm so upset. Mystic Sharks, thank you for the Prime sub on Twitch. SAMMIT about to build.
Oh!
You found a photo? Oh my God, this is actually, I have the perfect thing to say right now. Wait, scroll up. Full screen it. Can we like open that photo in a separate? I have the perfect meme right now. You guys are not prepared for my joke that I'm about to make. Full screen this. F11. Stop it with your soundboard. All right.
It's gonna be the last show. Let me use it.
Hang on. Is everyone ready for this joke? Hang on. Can we make it bigger?
I tried.
Oh, okay.
It won't. It's broken.
Hey, May,
Okay.
do you think that'll fit in my Honda?
Don't you have something on the soundboard for this? They're like sad trombone or crickets.
Yeah.
On it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just so like. Anyways. Cadets, thank you so much as well for the Prime sub over on Twitch.
Yeah. I'm so glad I got you with that and how excited you were about it.
I'm genuinely like, can we put this in a Civic? I'm trying to find more photos of it, of like genuinely captivated by this. I just hate that every time I search Honda's new V8,
Yeah. When you search, it's like this way engine.
This is the most depressing title you've ever seen, Honda boys. Look at this. Pull this up. Honda's first production V8 is here, but it's not for cars. Bam, bam.
Someone has an idea. Can we put 2 in a Civic? Buy 2 of them, put them this way.
So the engine is mounted upright. So it's equivalent of like putting a Subaru engine in your car. Like, so the pistons and crank are moving like this?
Is it inline 8 or is it a V8?
It's a V8. So everything's going like this,
Like this,
upright.
right? Yeah. Must be super small though, the cylinders.
I mean, these engines are pretty big, man. Like on the
Yeah,
back
but it's
of a
for
boat.
a boat.
Yeah, they're big. Look how freaking big this boat is, and look how big the engine is.
Oh, okay. That's
The
as
engine-
tall as me.
Yeah, that's taller than you, 100%. 350 V8. I don't know, man. That's a huge motor. It's a lot of motor.
Oh, this guy has 2 on it.
Yeah, he has 2. 2's better than 1. When size does matter. For real though, that's pretty nuts. What does it say here? When cruising between 2,000 and 4,500 RPM. Wait, what does? It says, wait. It works in the traditional VTEC manner with a mild camshaft profile at lower engine speeds and a more extreme on higher RPM, letting more fuel and air in the V8 when you're gunning it. So you get more power at the top, yet better economy at the bottom. Further proving its efficiency, there's a lean burn control that automatically fiddles. Who says fiddles in a professional article? ChatGPT, you're right, probably, yeah. Fiddles with the fuel to air mixture according to speed and load when cruising between 2,000.5 ATP. So it has a closed loop lambda. Just say it has closed loop lambda. God.
On the article I'm looking at, it's saying that the BF3050's crankshaft is built from the same alloy strength as the NSX.
Maybe an NSX transmission bolt onto it. There's got to be a way to make this work in a car.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Toyota's messing around with V8s for boat engines, they've got to be considering doing something like this. Or what if this was going to come out in the new Civic and then they were like, crap, we can't do this. It doesn't meet regulations anymore. Let's just put it in boats.
Probably.
Conspiracy theorist. The soundboard's broken.
No. Oh man.
How much is one of these?
So Twitch saying it's 4,600 USD.
46,000?
460万。
Is there like a wrecked boatyard like auction? Like, hang on, let me just call a friend. B is for boat.
B is for boat.
Oh my god. I don't know how to send this to you guys, but inside your Discord channel, Grabsource just posted a video of it, and it shows the cover's taken off, and it's next to people, and it is like
Holy
crap!
the size of multiple people.
May's like, this thing's taller than me. Look at my screen right now, chat. It's taller than an average American. Hang on. Can we? I don't know who this. Holy moly. Do you want some boat with your motor? Look at it. Dude's splashing water. He's going to get arrested. Holy moly. Look how big it is.
Oh, nice B-roll. Chandelier with Honda
Would have been better if you had a
V8
polarized lens filter. Get rid of all those reflections of the
Okay.
chandeliers on the roof.
Like you have one on yours.
Look how big it is.
Yeah, that's not gonna fit in a Civics. Whoever said it was gonna needed 2 of them. Probably needs one in the front and the rear.
Honda, if you're watching, which I know you're not, but if you're watching, my P.O. Box address is on the website. If you send me one of these, I will make sure it goes in an EG Civic. Just send me a bit of cash too to do it. I will do it. That would be so cool. Though.
How do you mount transmissions on this though?
You just make a custom plate for it. Make a flywheel, all that kind of stuff. You could probably adapt a lot of stuff to it, to be honest.
What we're seeing though is the engine and the transmission and the prop shaft and everything.
Yeah.
So
But the top part is the engine, so it's definitely like it's equivalent size of like an LS, I think. But who's ever seen an LS upright mounted like that?
1, 2, 3.
See, the thing is to put this in a car, I would have to disassemble the whole entire engine and just make and check how the oil is flowed. We'd have a custom oil pan, custom oil pickup, because we're changing the orientation of the engine. So there's so much more work involved.
But it triggers your interest, right?
Oh, 100%. I want to put this in an EG series.
Yeah, I'm glad
It's sticking out the hood like that.
No. Like, just rear-wheel drive converter Civic.
Yeah, it makes sense to just for the weight transfer and everything.
Could you imagine doing like, I'm doing a V8 swap of my S chassis, and then it turns out to be this? Like the meme of just like, putting a boat engine in my car.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to,
Putting this in a Skyline, because, everyone memes that Skylines are boats.
boats. Yeah.
A boat engine for my boat.
This
thing, I bet you it sounds good, but there's no way to actually know what it really sounds like on an outboard motor because it's got water going through it.
Then why don't we put water in the car?
What?
You have a little pool at the back of the car. Have the water running.
Technically, you've put a motor, a boat motor in your car that just runs in the back in its own little pool of water and doesn't actually move the car. And people think I'm the one that comes up with cringy ideas. This is why May's the creative director here. Any creative criticism that you have, please email her directly. Creative director at SaMMIT.net. Now I need to go make that email. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm just going to cold email Honda. I'm just going to fill out their contact form on their website and be like, please send me one of your boat V8 engines.
Yeah.
That thing is cool.
Right?
Yeah. To be fair, I'm not the person to send that to. They should just send one of those to Cletus. He'd make it happen. He's got the money. And
then
and
I'd
shop and the
personally
tools
request for him to put a little pool at the back.
I mean, his whole track fills up in the middle of water, so he can probably just use it when it rains.
In there. Yeah.
It's that speedboat.
Yeah. Dude, I can't imagine owning a track and like dealing with drainage issues. It'd be the most frustrating thing.
Like, even if it's, LZ compound level, they have to do that.
Oh, bro, I felt for Adam so much. That flood, and then knowing that it could just happen at any point and there's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
Like, nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So weird to think about. Can't
Anyways.
comprehend that.
Sorry. We went on a huge tangent.
Yeah, that just went sideways. Oh, it's because we're talking about boats. To be fair, though, that would be a sick boat.
It is. It's already a sick boat.
I'm not joking. I would.
Wait.
You don't understand how much my ADHD wants to hyperfocus on putting one of those in a Civic.
Yeah, I saw this news and I'm like, oh, we'll have to talk about this one.
Just make the car a boat R34 easy. It's easy. Yeah, you're right. It's easier to turn a Skyline into an actual boat than it is to probably make that boat engine work in a car. You're not wrong there. Well, today, guys, we've given up on trying to make this bolt up to a transmission. We're just corking every seam and seal and making this car a boat, and we're putting it on the back. Just make like a thing that goes into where the trailer port is on the back. We'll put a trailer hitch on the back of a Skyline. We'll just fab up a I-beam that comes off that and clicks into that with a pin. And
Dikey's van.
Oh.
It's already a Honda.
Dude.
No, because we got a Honda swap something.
I guess.
Someone's saying James Bond style. So true.
Yep. Man, that is so cool. Never thought I would be impressed by a boat engine. Genuinely impressed.
Yeah. We will figure it out.
There's a boat in Florida with a Lamborghini engine.
Should we look?
I think we're going down a rabbit hole.
So are we changing all our content to boat content?
Yeah. Boat mitt.
Boat mitt.
You drift a boat?
I mean, you are when you.
You are literally drifting. Yeah, because the boats are what you can just.
You don't even really need a water livery now because you're gonna have actually water.
Yeah, Lamborghini makes boats.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They have these doors that go up in them too, and then they fly.
Okay. Well,
That's
I
not
guess-
true. If that is true, I also won't be surprised. But could you imagine that? Lamborghini doors on a boat. Oh, that'd be funny. It looked like a swan.
Look up Lamborghini V12 marine engine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. To be honest, let's be completely honest here. Honda probably makes way more money producing engines for the boat industry than the car industry.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
But why do you think Honda still makes lawnmowers? Chainsaws, all those little things. Like, you got to think about it. Companies are like spending so much money just on those little like engines and stuff like that to power generators, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, for small
And then
things.
you got to look at like the fact as well as like all of those, and like Honda doesn't just make engines and they're slapping Honda badges on them. They're making engines, they're manufacturing engines for so many different other brands and stuff. It's the corporate contracts that make them money.
Yeah. Because they need multiples.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep. That's the truth. I mean, that's the same situation with like any car manufacturer. Let's be completely blatantly honest here for a second. They're not making money out of producing Skylines, like sports cars or Supras, you know, the sport guys, because we are the minority here.
The sad truth.
But motorsports is what pushes the cars to the limit and enables them to further the technology. No one else will do it. So we're essentially the ultimate beta testers. That's literally what we are, because we're pushing it to the limit. We're finding the limit of these engines and all that type of stuff. The manufacturers then, you know, and they're able to do all the testing with all that type of stuff, synthetic fuels, all that type of thing. Like, look what we've been able to accomplish with ethanol in the motorsport industry.
Yeah.
It's freaking nuts. Anyways, sorry. Wow, today's tangent full. To be fair, it's because there's 3 topics in our entire doc. And I have hay fever, and I'm just vomiting out everything my brain comes up with. So, did I tell you I'm not medicated whatsoever? Anyways,
ADHD.
Oh, medication.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't
I
think
just
anyone-
gave
to be
you
fair,
a hay
in Japan,
fever
if you live in
medication
Japan, the government does not believe in meds here
for ADHD.
for ADHD.
It's difficult.
Very difficult.
If you're traveling to Japan, please check the rules.
Oh yeah, do not bring your ADHD meds. You will have a very bad time. They'll treat you like as if you brought meth into the country. I'm not joking. Like, actually, like,
See,
do
just-
not bring. It's written everywhere on like every travel guide and information, and still people forget about it and get pulled up in court. Be very careful. Very careful.
There's more than ever, there's been a lot of people that cannot enter Japan because of these kind of things.
Yeah.
Or whatever is okay in their country.
I think we've seen a huge influx of it on the news too, just because
Yeah.
so many tourists are coming. There was a lady last night on the news, and I kid you not, like, I don't know how dumb you have to be, like to try and think that you'd get away with this.
Which
She
one?
had bags of meth, crystal meth, bags of crystal meth, literally every body length to here, like to the cuff of her wrist and to the cuff of her ankle, bags just duct taped on both sides everywhere, right? Stomach everywhere. And there's just photos, like mug shots of her. And she literally like just looks like someone that like, you know, weighs like 500 kilos or something huge like that. But they take the clothes off and it's just all crystal meth.
It was on
duct
the
taped
local
them.
news.
It was on the local news. And I was just like, how did she think she was getting through airport security with that?
Yeah, it was very weird.
Like, it was just really funny because her neck was like super thin and she like had this tiny little head, but her body was like full fat suit.
Yeah, like
it was
how-
just
how
so obvious.
Stupid do you have to be to do that?
Yeah, it was super weird. Anyways, so yeah, that was kind of, we're seeing more of this pop up on the news recently. This is very weird. Anyways, yep. Ah, geez, we're really tangenting today. What's our document?
You awake?
Wait, what? This is the Porsche 959 that Nissan bought to make the 32 GTR.
Yes.
I didn't know they actually bought one. When designing the R32 Skyline GTR, Nissan applied to Porsche to purchase a 959 as a development study. Porsche, which reportedly lost money on every 959 it built, declined. But an enterprising Nissan executive pulled a fast one, and that is how we have this car. Of course. I mean, anyone could just go and pretend that they're a customer and buy it. With fewer than 300 production models. This is a hot take, but I kind of really like the rear end of this Porsche. Also because not many were ever made and they did so bad.
But I see the similarity on the on the rear end.
Just yeah, well that time of car production, everything was quite boxy. You can really see how it turned into like the GT3. It's really cool. I like this car.
How much are they in Japan at the moment? What is it? Porsche.
The interior, the old leather.
959.
If this is the car, I think this is the car that Nissan got. Look how amazing it is. Imagine like being part of a company where you just buy cars and never touch them and they just sit there undriven. How depressing that is for a driver to look at. How new this car is and it's never been driven. That's worse for the car. A car that sits for a long period of time. Like this is what I keep telling people with like who want to buy these Japanese cars like 34 GTRs and it's like, oh, that one has 200,000 kilometers on it. I'm like, yeah, and it's like, oh, I saw this one and it sold for $300,000 more and it had 60,000 Ks on it, or it had 7,000 Ks on it. Like it never got driven. It sat in the garage the entire time. I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to do with the car? I want to drive it. I want to build it. I'm like, well, don't buy the one with low Ks. And they're like, what? That makes no sense. I'm like, the one that's got 200,000 Ks means that an owner actually loved it. He drove it every day. He looked after it. He did the maintenance. He changed the bushes and everything. This car that sat in the garage, all this person ever did was not drive it, not look after it. It sat there. All the bushings will be dry rotted. Everything will be terrible. You're going to keep finding problems with it left, right, and center. Like, cool. Yeah, it's got low mileage, but what does that actually mean? Other than just,
So what are you saying? You would rather buy
I would rather buy a car that's been driven hard because you know that they've actually loved it and enjoyed it and done all the right stuff.
So you take on the emotional.
No, not the emotional. It's just the truth. It's not emotional. If you want to collect a quality car that's untouched and like a virgin, then yeah, go buy that car that's sat in a museum its entire life. But if you actually want to drive a car and enjoy it, which 90% of these people that want to buy them who have money want to do in the USA, they want to build their dream Fast and Furious Skyline. That's just the truth. Don't buy the car with low miles because you're going to end up spending probably double.
There you go.
And if you crash it, you're going to regret it even more. Because let's be honest, you're going to crash it. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of when or if. Sorry, it's not a matter of if, it's when. That's what I meant to say. Just because if you're building a car to drive it, you're going to be pushing. You're going to be pushing your limits. It's going to happen.
Yeah, someone's like, SAMMIT telling us to buy the crap boxes so he gets the good stuff.
No. You're not...
I don't know what you meant by that.
I mean, if there's one thing you should know about me on my channel, I buy the shit boxes. That's why 90% of my shit doesn't run. I buy the ones that you shouldn't buy. I buy the ones that aren't running. I buy...
Oh, hey, this one's from inside this jungle. Oh.
Yeah. I bought one abandoned in the freaking jungle. Anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
But
you want to take on the history and the passion that someone put in the car.
Carry it on, yeah.
Carry it on. That's the emotional part of the car.
That's what I think motorsports is about. I think like just getting into cars and like building a car and then parking it in a, you know, in a shed and not using it is depressing.
Yeah.
Buy a car, drive it, break a couple transmissions in it in my case, have fun. Yeah. We can all fix them. Sam, make Sam get his hair. So I've been thinking about retiring the pink hair. I'm gonna do a poll on YouTube chat. You guys can decide what happens to my hair.
You're making it?
Yep. Retire pink hair. Yes, no. Third option. Bald. No, because everyone's you guys are assholes. I know what you're gonna do. All right.
5 minutes.
Start poll. All right, starting the poll.
You should have keep. Oh, I guess no.
It just says retire pink hair. Yes, no. If I retire the pink hair, I'll probably just number 2 buzz cut everything. And then everyone will see my hairline.
Come here. I don't think it will be a buzz cut because you already have, yeah, you already have about 2 centimeters growing from your bleached hair.
Just copy the Daiki style.
I could never do dreads. I'm sorry. Dreads are just so much maintenance and they kind of smell gross. Just in my experience. But I think like it's just so much maintenance and I have ADHD, so there's no shot I can get a routine for that. Like just, it's impossible.
And imagine you trying to work on cars.
Oh my God, it'd get caught in the radiator fan.
Oh.
Bro, no. Imagine that getting caught in the pulley,
Like,
scalping yourself.
I don't know how Ozzy Ben does all the work with his super long hair, let alone...
Oh, well, he uses a hair scrunchie.
Yeah.
Someone's like, you should do the HKS
RGB your hair.
Oil slick livery hair.
Oil slick livery hair. I mean, I can just... To be fair, if I put HKS oil in my head, probably all fall out.
Oh, I like this. Someone said mohawk. I think it'll look good. Not like the skinhead on this side, but you keep this one long. What?
You pull my hairline back, I pretty much have a mohawk.
You do? That's what I'm saying.
I've had a widow's peak for as long as I can remember.
I don't know how you call it. Mohawk.
Bowl cut.
Bowl cut. Midnight purple.
Go blue hair. We've done that before.
Look at this Oji-chan.
Hit that. Oh my God, that's like Colonel Sanders, but punk version.
Oh, ほら、これ.
That's a mullet.
No.
That's not a mullet.
Yeah, he's got a mullet going on with his mohawk.
Look, it's a lot of...
You're not wrong, that would look pretty cool.
Right? ほら、これもかっこいいと思うよ. Even if the tips are still a little blondie, I think it'll still look good.
Tipped. We'll just what do you call it? Frost the tips. Dude, that's a Blink 182 thing.
Frosting?
Yeah, you frosted tips.
It was the 90s kid thing.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong, it was.
That's not Blink 182, that's like NSYNC.
NSYNC,
yeah.
yeah. And Backstreet Boys Nick kind of thing.
I want it that way. Lizzie said half pink, half blue.
No.
If I was to ever do blue in another color, it'd have to be red versus blue. Just for Halo 3 days. Sorry.
I want to change my hair too. I just left it.
Frosted tips in 2024 would be crazy.
What?
Frosted tips. Search frosted tips men hair.
Oh my God, this guy did a lizard.
I just love that May searched mohawk and I think there's a picture of Ellen DeGeneres on it. Anyways.
No. Please.
Can you search frosted tips, please?
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure it means what I think it does. I hope it doesn't mean something else. Halo 2 was the best Halo. You're not wrong. But Halo 3, multiplayer? Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, that's exactly what I envisioned. Wow. Yeah, that was such a Backstreet Boys thing.
That's all like modern versions of it though.
Yeah, that's like 2024 versions of it. You gotta just search like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. Yeah.
Horses, tips, and sync.
Welcome to the SAM show where we talk about Sam's hair.
Boat motors and frosted tips.
That was totally a why is my brain not working? I can't remember the bands from back then. Sum 41 also did it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sum 41.
Sum 41 was more like Liberty Spikes.
This guy had an idea, Sam. Look. He had frosted tips on dreads.
Jeez. That dude's got a huge tongue. Why is it so wide?
That actually looks really Photoshopped.
Yeah, I think they stretched that photo.
To fit on the hair?
Yeah,
Probably. Okay. I don't know. Okay, how's the poll going?
Everyone's saying yes, retire the pink.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, one.
Pass it on to Daiki.
Both.
Pass it on the Daiki. Yeah. Daiki's a frosted tips guy.
No.
Bro, I have old photos of Daiki.
Okay.
I have old photos of Duce too. Duce is like, he's wearing a leopard printed vest, no shirt underneath.
Do you guys know that
Really
Yusei
tight
was
pants.
a huge idol here?
Yeah, Duce used to be an idol boy for the Johnnies. Johnny's Jr.
Yeah, don't say that word.
Yeah, true. That's they're in a little bit of trouble right now, that idol group. Yeah. Anyways. So.
Go short and curly.
Short and curly. Short and curly.
Someone's like, why don't you do Tanjiro's hair?
That would be cool.
No. Look, I searched Tanjiro hair. There's a freaking wig.
No, that's not a wig, is it?
Yes, it is.
No,
It's
that's just a PNG.
Amazon.com.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Amazon.com.
Oh my
You
God.
can get.
Hang on. If we just scroll down a little bit, May.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, I'll just.
Oh, you gotta move the window down. We can kind of make this work.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
The perm might be the smell he doesn't like.
Can we just slightly talk about this year's livery? Just your
This year's livery.
comments on what
My
it's looking
comments.
like.
It is gonna be the coolest looking car.
Yeah.
I think
so.
I don't know. To me, I don't think I've seen anyone do anything like this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think style is everything. So
Yeah.
very excited about it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
looking really good.
And we're gonna try to drop a shirt with the timing of it, right?
We have, we're actually in the process of completely changing suppliers. Yeah, it's the merch side of business has been a little difficult right now, just with so much happening.
Someone's like, it's a full damn it, SAMMIT tape livery. I thought about it when everything felt like it was not moving, and I'm like, oh my god, we're not gonna have time to finish a livery. And I'm like, probably the skirts can be the damn it, SAMMIT livery, and like make it look like a
If we didn't have time to
like an
the new
FBI
livery,
don't enter thing.
we were just going to go with the same blue water breathing style one.
Yeah.
But I really felt like it was time for something new. It's definitely emotional. I was really hoping to keep some panels, but we just sent everything to Yashio factory to get it all repaired. So all the stickers had to come off. I will keep that livery going on my street car, I think. I think I decided I'm going to keep that one, that livery going. So we'll have that. And then we've got a lot going on.
A lot.
Okay, so those of you with ADHD, you know what I'm talking about, but we have these like buckets, right? And normal people have this, right? But like as their bucket gets like kind of filled up, people get overwhelmed and you know, then anxiety kicks in and then they need to just take time off to de-stress and relax and everything, right? You know, binge watch something on Netflix, right? We all know about this. But we also know that people with ADHD have a smaller bucket. So our bucket gets filled up way quicker and then it just starts overflowing and we start panicking and freaking out and we just drop everything and just go hide in the corner somewhere, right? And we just can't do anything. We can't get off the couch or anything like that, yeah? So right now, every single day I wake up, that is the first feeling that hits me is my bucket's already overflowing. Just because there's so much happening. Now, obviously, May helps me out immensely with it. So it's really, really
I have
good.
a confession though. I feel like I have ADHD after giving birth.
What?
I'm serious. I think if there's any mums in here, it's like
Oh,
that's what it
everything's
feels
just
like.
everything's just so overwhelming and
Yeah,
changed.
that's-
Okay, I see what you mean.
it's like I never used to really be like this, but now after giving birth, I feel like how my brain works is not, until now, it's been a year. It's getting better, but it's not like 100% like how I used to be.
Think about stuff.
Yeah, like I think.
Yeah, because all of a sudden I mean, it kind of makes sense because all of a sudden you've now got a child.
Is it a thing? Does anyone know?
I think I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if calling it something.
Look, pregnancy changes your brain chemistry, so it's definitely maybe possible that I have ADHD.
I don't think it's possible to develop ADHD because it's
something you're born
more
with
of a
usually.
deficiency with how you process dopamine and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I definitely have days where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I feel like I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, ADD-like stuff could develop because all of a sudden you have massive responsibilities. And you have so much more to do when you already did so much.
Yeah. So like you'll experience probably things that we experience way easier, if that makes sense. No, not way easier. How do I explain?
Yeah, I'm like.
You know what I mean? Like things to us where just us like, oh, I need to go hang out the washing or do the laundry. We may experience that just from one task, because then you're experiencing it now that you've got another 50 tasks added on or something.
Referred to as executive function disorder. It's a big part of ADHD where getting up and actually doing one small thing can seem like a mountain when to somebody else it's like, yeah, it's just hanging up the wash.
Some people in chat are saying that's 100% postpartum.
It's been a year.
No, that's normal. It doesn't just go away right away. It takes years.
I don't think so.
I think so. I mean, from what I've read about it, it does. It's not like, yeah, you just had birth, 2 weeks of postpartum and you're done. I don't think that's how it works.
No, like it makes sense. Like 6 months, yeah, it definitely makes sense. But
I don't know. It's hard. I don't feel comfortable talking about something I haven't experienced and don't really know anything about.
If I had to take a guess, I would say it's just that like you and Sam are both probably some of the most hardworking people I know, and you probably are used to keeping a schedule, getting all that stuff handled and done, but then throw a baby and everything that comes along with a baby into the mix. I think you're probably overwhelmed.
Maybe.
And this is why we're quitting.
You just don't
This is
know.
why we're quitting. It's not worth it. I'm kidding.
So I like how someone in chat just said, I think that's just called mummy brain.
No, that's mommy brain is a thing. I know that.
Yeah.
But it feels. I think. Do you notice I'm being more understanding of your ADHD symptoms recently?
No.
It's because I felt like I was going through what you were going through.
Yeah, and I think to some extent you are. The difference is though, is like I've been doing this, I've been going through it like every single day. And the frustrating thing is I'll experience the executive decision disorder over the silliest, tiniest stuff every single moment.
I have a list of chores that I've been working on for 3 months that are just the smallest, most...
At least it's 3 months and not 3 years.
My list of chores doesn't include like entire car projects.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
simple
like-
things. Like,
I come to the shop and I just look at all of my broken cars and I'm just like, I want to kill myself. Like that. And then like people don't understand like how they're like, oh, you have ADHD. So like, that must mean you're like, you just get to have fun all the time. And I just look at them and I'm just like if I could legally get away with strangling you right now, like, no, I'm joking. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's actually like, I don't know, like the voices and stuff, because then you start beating yourself up and you're like, you know, it's a simple task. So you just start telling yourself you're an idiot or you're stupid because you never actually did it.
yeah.
That, or like you go to a social
have
event
that.
and you overly socially exert yourself just because you're there with your friends and everything. You can then come back and you're so drained, and then your brain just starts going through everything that just happened. And even though you didn't realize in the moment that you may have said something that was stupid or like may have upset someone, later on you're driving home and your brain's just like, remember when you said that? That was so stupid. You're an idiot. And you'll just be, that'll keep replaying in your head for the next like 3 months. That one moment. Like, it's crazy. It is actually crazy. Yeah, anyways. Big
Why
tangent.
did we take...
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Anyways, I have my new favorite song that I've been playing on repeat non-stop. Speaking of ADHD things, if you guys want to listen to it, I highly recommend it. It's called, it's by Dayseeker. You've been seeing me posting it a fair bit on my Insta story. Dayseeker Without Me. We're not going to play it on the stream. I'm just telling you guys. It's a really good song. Listen to it. But probably only has a lifespan of another day because I've been playing it on repeat so much. So I'm about to ruin this song for me. But yeah, also enjoy it.
Everyone's saying everyone does this. Everyone goes through that. And someone also said about postpartum that his wife went through it 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing really well, May. Really impressive.
I'm not asking for
those
any...
moments will come back for years. Oh, don't get me started. Dude, I still remember things and conversations I had with people at school and just like instantly, just like it's insane. It's actually so frustrating.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to get closure on those things too. And sometimes you'll get closure, but it's not really closure. ADHD things. Like literally.
I don't know if that's an ADHD thing. I think that's just a human thing. But then again,
it's heightened. It's very it's definitely a thing.
I live my life through ADHD, so
yeah. Riley's just the kind of person where
What?
Oh no, I don't know.
What?
Nothing. I like my friendship. I'm not gonna let the intrusive thought win.
Oh my god, you're making it worse.
Nah, Riley knows I love him. Oh man. 100% true. Is the burnout, yeah. I've gotten pretty good at managing it. I just take a day off and watch Netflix and chill and stay in bed.
House.
Oh, House, yeah. I watch House a lot at the moment. I've nearly finished that series though, so I'm worried about that. Got to find something new.
Yeah, the depression that comes after you finish a season and then you're like, oh no, there's nothing to watch.
It's like I lost a part of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why K-dramas are really bad for me. You can send me on a depression spiral. I'll watch a K-drama and then they'll end it in the most effed up way possible with no closure whatsoever.
Yeah, what was it? 25-21.
25-21 or something like that. That was the most depressing.
You were down for like 3 days.
I didn't sleep for 48 hours because of it. Not because I was watching the show, because it just destroyed my brain. And my brain kept going through all the different case scenarios of how that could have or should have ended. Bro, you have no idea. When my brain is in like problem solving mode, it doesn't sleep. I cannot sleep.
That 25-21 was more so. It was a story. I know people are not gonna watch it, so we're just gonna go through this. Story.
It was more so the emotional impact of like how I never got to experience that in school.
And it was more about youth and like people going through their passion and like meeting their probably gonna be their life partner thing alongside with like what you're passionate about and stuff, and it just ended so catastrophically.
Literally.
It was.
I prefer J-drama. Mitch. Yeah, so I think that show just really wrecked me because it made me realize how much stuff I missed out, like normal relationships, platonic relationships and friendships and stuff in
just so
school.
People have a background. SaM had a really hard time going through school. So did I, actually.
School was really bad for me. Really, really bad. So I dropped out in grade 10, got away from it as quick as I could. But yeah, I missed out on pretty much having any real friends in school or anything like that. Good times.
Why are you making the stream so depressed? Now he's going to be down for 3 days and the FD car is not going to be done.
No, it'll get done. I got lots of parts that came today to put on that thing. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Also, you know what I'm excited about? The 1,000,000 boxes Riley has to unpack downstairs.
Bro, when I walked in this morning, I'm like,
what happened?
is there a new car?
Just so you know, that was all of our reactions. So,
I read the labels.
God bless Dapsky, right? They're a massive supporter of our channel, and they're going to give us a couple more placements now because of this. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love you, Nick. So Nick, occasionally for our friends, we help them ship stuff, right? So we only do this for like friends. It's not a business thing we do. And people just send stuff to us, and we'll put it on a pallet and help them get it shipped to their country, right? Save some money on shipping. Now, a friend of his reached out to him who was in a tight situation where they ordered a ton of stuff off Yahoo Auctions and it was being stored in a warehouse here, and it was the amount for shipping it overseas, because it's like bonnets and a few weird shaped objects, that it would be astronomical. Like we're talking like tens and $20,000-$30,000 in shipping with like FedEx or DHL to get it to the States. Now, if you put that all on a pallet, it's only like, $1,000 or something, right? So it makes sense. We thought it was just going to be a couple small items, like some wheels, maybe a door or two, and a seat, right? 6 pallets of stuff arrived. Like 6 pallets worth of stuff arrived. There is now boxes that could fill up 2 car spots downstairs. Like 2 car spots worth of boxes.
Right now, it is impossible to drive a car into the shop because there is 2 cars worth of boxes right in front of it.
No one knew this was this much stuff, and neither did them. So we're like freaking out. And so Riley's job today is to unpack each individual item and try to fit it on pallets, and we'll figure out some way to put them. Yeah, so that's what we're joking about. It's fine. These things happen, but...
On that note, though, we do have some exciting new partnerships coming.
Oh yeah, Buy's coming back. You guys can already start using the coupon code SAMMIT. We can talk about it.
You guys, want to talk about it? Okay, let me give
We'll talk about it. If you guys want to use BUYE for getting anything on Yahoo Auctions for car parts, use coupon code SAMMIT in checkout.
I'm sure everyone uses this site.
Yeah, if you use BUYE, use coupon code SAMMIT in checkout, and you can get a nice discount.
Especially if you own like SRs and stuff where, parts of it.
How much is the discount? It's a decent amount. Like if you guys are buying like a set of wheels, and let's say a set of wheels, like it's an expensive set of like Blitz 03s, you could save like almost like a fair decent amount.
Please no, they're simply signing up.
I think
you need to make
10%.
an
No,
account.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You need, you need to click on that and sign up. So the coupon code will be working. It'll be a 10% off discount for everyone.
Yes, BUYE, guys.
Yeah.
BUYE this.
So just use BUYE and you can use that code. So if you're buying like a full set of wheels, let's say you're paying $4,000 for like an expensive pair of wheels, 10% off, that's $400. Enjoy it.
Hold on. YouTube, hold on. I'm sending it to Twitch first.
No.
What?
What are you doing? Don't send that.
How do I get... Why? It says please signing up. What?
May delete that comment right away.
How? Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
How do I delete this?
Link seems like it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just
People need to make an account from this so that they know it comes from our audience.
No, it should just be a coupon code.
No, it's not. Sorry.
Really? Oh, okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought that was the link for us to sign up. No. I read it wrong.
Okay, and then I need to send it to Riley. Because...
I can just copy and paste onto YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Put that on YouTube.
BUYE's branding looks very similar to Crunchyroll.
The color, they use the same...
The same orange color, but just
That's
also
true.
because there's like RAM and figurines and stuff there, and anime stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know you guys use BUYE. So please, take advantage of it.
BUYE can act as your SAM warehouse without having to actually fill up SAM's warehouse.
Yeah, but bear in mind, obviously, if you're getting like very large sized items, the shipping, relaying it to you guys will be a lot. So my recommendation is I wouldn't go more than wheels, and don't buy stuff that has gas inside it or oil. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, okay,
I panicked, man. I thought you literally sent them like the link for like an affiliate sign up or something.
No.
I literally panicked. I thought you sent them like the backend link.
I'm taking on the stuff that you don't need to take on. I'm actually doing my job.
I panicked. I'm sorry. Creative director May. Job title.
With cringy ideas.
Yeah, did you guys know I sleep with my creative director? That is probably not the right sound to use for that. We don't have the sexy sax anymore because that got us demonetized.
That one.
Call HR. She's also HR. So stop it. My wife, guys.
I mean, it's gonna be the last show. Do whatever you want.
She's HR. She's the creative director. What else are you?
Operations.
Business development manager. It's the X-Files. Yeah, stop it. All right.
All right.
We need a new car, May.
Huh?
We need a new car for the channel.
For
doing dumb stuff too. Like the dumb fun stuff, like what we did with the Bogan 32. I'm still upset that that turned out so good that I ended up turning it into an actual proper car.
Yeah.
Find a $1,000 Altezza. The beams one, not the garbage beams one.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
You can get them super, super cheap.
I need a car for science purposes. I want to know what happens when we do certain things with certain fluids. That sounded really bad.
Yeah.
The fluids in the car. Stop it. No. Stop it. No, May. There's nothing on there that it justifies it. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. For science purposes. For fun videos that are like
Suzuki Alto? Something that wouldn't take up a lot of space?
No, I need like a sedan because of bodywork science.
Bodywork?
I mean brickwork science.
Are you gonna... Okay.
I need a car that has shuck in on it for at least a year that I can just do dumb fun stuff with so that I can make fun content that's a little silly and stupid
Auction host
during periods when I am very stressed out building comp cars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's still hands-on fun content. We're doing car stuff, but it only takes me like a couple hours to do. But it's still really interactive, fun, dumb content.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of like how the Crown was for a very short amount of time.
Yeah. But we got really lucky with that Crown because it turned out to actually be a Yakuza car. So.
Yeah.
That thing was whole scary. I think I got into detail in the actual video, the second upload, when we found out, like after we got contacted and everything. So funny. I hope that guy's alive. I'm sure he is. I'm sure it wasn't as bad as he said.
I don't think it happens a lot, I think.
I think it happens a lot too. He
a
probably
lot
just
for people who just don't want to deal with it anymore and they like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it happens a lot.
Yeah.
So, people are saying AU Falcons, but those are too expensive.
You know what? Mark X would be pretty good. Oh, they're pretty expensive now just because South Africa wants them.
Yeah. They go for good money.
Nobody likes Altezzas.
So the Altezza you're talking about is like the lower grade one?
Yeah, I don't care if it's manual or auto.
Sedan one. Okay.
It can be manual, auto. I just need something that I can do experimental stuff on. Something that I don't care about either if it breaks.
How about a Prius?
No, because that I'll cut into the body and it'll explode.
What are you trying to do?
May, don't ask. As the creative director, your job is to make sure I can be creative, which means don't ask.
Ooh, I like that. A Nissan President, maybe. Presidents and Centuries and stuff like that are
pretty pricey.
Someone's got an idea. Use Riley's car.
No.
Yeah, it is just a Gita.
It is an Altezza, but no.
Did you see that on Chris's video? There was a freaking Altezza Gita in a junkyard in New Zealand.
Oh, they were in New Zealand?
They're in New Zealand.
Yeah,
How the frick is that there?
New Zealand took all the Gitas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
They're a wagon. They're not super expensive.
Why do New Zealanders need wagons?
It's like a ute with a cover on it? I don't know. I'm from the other side.
But even they were like, what is this doing here? Oh, Matt was like that. So Matt's never seen it. Dude, Matt is going to freak out over your car. Oops. Anyways,
Let's move on to the next topic.
Craziest thing is it's the same color.
Okay, can we go back to talking about your FD car, or are you just trying to avoid the topic because you don't want to?
don't want to think about it.
You don't want to think about it.
I'm so stressed.
No, but we got the huge thing out of the way.
Yeah, so engine's going to be built in 2 weeks now. Oh my God, we finally just came full circle from all of those tangents. We're all the way back at the start of the show. Holy, my brain just literally just went, we're back. So this new engine builder, right, is going to have everything done in 2 weeks. So now I get an extra week of time, which is amazing, which now means that 100% the car's going to be ready like 2-3 weeks before we need it for round one.
Yeah.
So it's
we
great.
literally just need to find another 2JZ for like
So we already have
welding
one.
purposes and all that.
Kawabe-san down the road, 15 minutes down the road, has a block. I can just sit my head on top, use some of the old head bolt studs. I can put that in place, and then I can fab up everything. The only thing I'm waiting for right now is my turbo.
Yes.
Once the G40 1150 arrives, I can sit that on the manifold, clamp everything down. I know where everything's going to be, can fab and glue all the pipes together, and we're done.
And you get to do your favorite fabbing work.
Yeah, I get to weld.
Yeah.
So excited.
Look at his face.
Bro, like, I literally every day, I walk through the shop and I'm like, is there anything that needs TIG welding?
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea.
Want to
Like,
make an exhaust tree?
I am not making an exhaust for your POS car until you do something with it. Because that thing, dude, I'm sorry. But what is it? The 1G FE or whatever? That thing does not sound good with an exhaust on the automatic transmission. It sounds terrible. It's like a prolapsed anus trying to fart. I don't know what that sounds like, but I imagine that's what that sounds like. That just got so...
This is very specific.
Like, that's just... It sounds that bad. Like, that's what I'd imagine it to sound like. Oh my God, why did my brain go there?
Yeah, I don't have a WTF button. I'm sorry.
Everyone's asking me what I've been watching.
Yeah.
You want to know why I know what that sounds like? Because remember that time in school where everyone was like, oh, go to wowohmygod.com or go to meatspin.com or lemonparty.org? One of those was that. And it's now burned in my brain for the rest of my life. But that is what it sounded like. You know those like shock websites back in the day, like rotten.com and all those things that people be like, dude, you should check out this website. It's got so many cool games. And you'd go there and
Stop saying URLs.
Yeah.
I literally I remember going to one of those sites. Someone got me so good. I fell off my chair. My mum's like sticking her head in the door like, what is going on? And I'm like, I swear to God, I did not go to this. I did not know that this is what it was. My friend told, this is of it. He got me good, right? You know what I mean? Like, I literally was so shocked. And then, anyways, long story short.
Okay.
That's how I know what that is.
Can we talk about the 2JZ?
Yeah, so the engine's being built in 2 weeks. Everything's going to be done. It's going to cost an arm and a penny, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
The guy's doing it proper.
And then we have to
He's
talk
gonna
about the roof sponsorships. Because this week is the last week.
This week is the last week. So if you guys do want to sponsor and put your name on the top of the FD car, now is your last opportunity this week. Head to sammit.net and check it out.
You're so corporate and like...
It's because I don't want to mess it up. And all my brain just keeps going back to is that memory now of me falling off my chair and seeing something that I didn't even think was possible. I had so many questions when I saw that. I was like innocent until I saw that. And now I'm just ruined forever.
Oh, yep. Man. Yes. Please. Yeah, rooftop sponsorships. So we're like finalizing the whole livery and stuff.
PTSD. I do have PTSD from those sites. That was a whole phase. Someone at my school literally got one of those domains for the spinning one, right? And put it in the glass message board for like a sign up link for this like free dress day. Cause I went to private school, right? And if you wanted to do free dress days, you either had to sign up or pay like a gold coin. And literally, school was hunting for this person, trying to figure out who did it.
How did no one goes through and checks?
Someone, because it was just a simple lock on the glass door. And you just use a paper clip to pick it. Gosh. Don't ask how I know that. And yeah, they literally changed the printout form and the domain that everyone had to go to. It just said like this website that seemed legit, and it would redirect to somethingspin.com.
Oh no!
I'm not joking. They got the entire school. They never found out who did it. I have no idea who did it, but they were genius, and I wish I did that.
Well, then here you go. You have something to go off to troll everyone here now.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh no! Someone clipped it. Damn it. Anyways. Yeah, the straight pipe 1GFE with an automatic transmission. Like, I would do it to troll you. That's how bad it sounds. If you want, we'll take off the downpipe and you can experience it.
We could probably just unbolt the exhaust and it would be the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I think it's quieter because I think the cat is still part of the downpipe on those, maybe, on the headers.
We could just go headers back.
I don't think you understand, like, how bad it sounds.
I drive this car every day.
NA with a manual transmission is actually good. It's just the auto trans. There's something about the torque converter and how the revs and stuff, it just makes it sound terrible. Oh yeah. Someone said I have a JDM domain. Oh my god, something spin helicopters. What did bro see? Oh god. Yeah, I was broken after that.
I feel like there's part of your audience now that missed the entire shock part of the internet.
Yeah, because all of that, like, if you did that now, you'd get canceled for it, right?
You would get
no, you're right. You would get charged for that. Like, because essentially you're introducing minors to
terrible, horrible, awful things that, 20 years later, you're here going, oh no.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously there's a reason why now that's illegal. Like I'm not joking. There was a period on the internet where creators and influencers would literally troll their audience going to sites like that. Like, isn't that nuts to think about?
Yeah.
Wait, if I have PTSD to that, who can I sue to get money? I'm joking. I've never sued anyone.
I believe his name is E-Bomb or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways. Yeah, no, like the world has changed so much back, like when I was going through school, like words that we would say that were totally normal and acceptable, obviously now are not, for good reason. But yeah, it's interesting how things change in time. Unrestricted internet access was very interesting time. You're not Joe. You're not wrong.
Web 1.5.
What?
Web 1.5.
Dude, who remembers LimeWire, Kazaa?
Oh, yeah.
What else was there? What was that? Mega download?
Yeah,
Mega share or something. Napster. Oh, Napster. There we go.
Yeah.
Bear share.
Don't go to any of these websites now.
Yeah. Don't go to any of these now because none of these exist, and the people who bought the domains are just installing malware and everything.
Yeah.
May press the button. Yo, who remembers Xtree Gold? If you know what Xtree Gold is and the commands for that, I will send you a free shirt. And don't you dare Google that. Who remembers Riptide? I'm seeing how many old people are here right now. Flash games, mini clip. Who remembers mini clip? Dude. People are 100% looking it up. Remember when like you couldn't download songs illegally? So what you would do is just download all these random different like WAV files of different types of like sounds and things, and you just sit there forever just playing different sounds and clips because that was the cool thing to do.
So this is before
like Kazaa and LimeWire existed.
Yeah. LimeWire.
Yeah, or like stuff that would be attributed to one artist when it wasn't, and then
before Napster, yeah. So like you would just be like so hyped that you could make a random like ba-da-ding sound or something. People would literally collect like Windows WAV files and just sit there and play and put them in different orders and stuff like that because that was cool. like, because we were just figuring out computers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was such a good Winamp. Oh, remember the different skins for Winamp?
I had a radio show that was run through Winamp. Like,
where are the files? I want to listen to young Riley and his propaganda.
No.
Find him, Twitch.
It was like
Find
music.
him.
It was music and other stuff.
It was music? So you had like a little talk show segment? Today we're going to be playing
of
some
course.
Limp Bizkit.
No, I'm not Limp Bizkit or anything. It was just like really obscure local stuff. And
Obscure local stuff. Today a moose died. I think it was from natural causes, so I'm going to eat it. It's a little frozen. No, they do. I'm actually like literally where he's from.
That's what happened.
A moose died, froze solid, and then
it was a deer.
It was a deer, was
deer.
it? Oh.
Yeah. And then the police came and they had
The police came, yeah. And they had to make sure it was dead before they put it in the back seat of the patrol car. So they double tapped it.
And then literally put
And
on
then
the
dragged
back
it and
seat.
put it in the back seat. And the guy was like, yeah, I think I'll butcher that and eat it.
No, they said, oh, don't worry, we'll go take care of it. But it probably went back and yeah, they probably ended up making a stew.
If an animal dies of natural causes, I would not be eating that. Or natural causes, when I say natural causes, like if a deer just randomly drops dead.
Well, it wasn't. We think it probably got hit by a car or something, and then just ended up in the backyard. But it was.
But still, you don't know. You would not eat that.
It was a public holiday, so like actual animal control wasn't working. So the police came, and I've got pictures of all this too. I have to find them, but yeah.
You have pictures of this?
Give me a second. See if I can...
Like I thought my childhood was rough, being born and brought up a little
This
bit
is
in Mount
before
Isa.
AOL?
AOL.
Someone's asking about AOL.
AOL was a good time. Also MSN Messenger and then Messenger Plus. Who remembers Messenger Plus?
I don't remember Messenger Plus.
Ooh, Messenger Plus was a third-party app for MSN Messenger that allowed you to just do a ton of cool stuff.
Oh, I went from Messenger to AOL.
Who remembers Low Orbit Ion?
Don't talk about that one. that one actually has a charge associated.
Yeah, literally the person. Everyone who used that during that period of time got charged by the FBI.
Netscape.
Netscape, yeah.
The school only allowed us to use Netscape. And it takes forever to load everything.
There's going to be a whole generation of people where you'll be able to play like the old 56K modem sound. And everyone's going to be like, wait, what? And no one else is going to know what it is.
Like the...
Yeah, like could you imagine in the middle of Shibuya randomly one night during its busiest time, that just gets played on the speaker and all these like older generation people are going to be like, what? Why is someone connecting to the internet?
Yeah.
And looking up and looking for it. But then every other young person just doesn't even know what it is and probably thinks the speakers are malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole generation of people. And then do you remember those modems that came out, those 56K modems that came out? And they were so happy that they worked out a way that instead of it being that sound, the sound that it would play would be like a custom WAV file or something. And it was like a huge marketing thing. It was like, no longer have to hear this. Pick your favorite WAV file and it will play that. And it was just like the dumbest stuff. Oh my God, dude. Back in the old days. Old technology was fun.
Okay, can we talk about this, please?
Oh yeah, so if you guys want to know how to export a car out of Japan. We need to create a whole new show.
SaMMIT!
Let's just launch a whole new show and we'll just call it the ADHD show with Sam and May.
I don't have ADHD.
Oh, I thought you.
I just have mommy brain according to chat.
Okay, well
But now you're
the
diagnosing me with
ADHD and mum
ADHD?
brain show. So if you guys didn't see the video, we launched a video that explains the entire process A to Z of how cars are exported out of Japan. We obviously did the video with B Ford and worked with them on that, and we're able to film everything behind the scenes, what happens at the port and how the cars are prepped and ready to ship overseas. We talk a little bit about all the paperwork involved. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Literally, someone's asking, how much is a two-door R34 GTT?
GTT, if you want something crazy clean, 50, 60 grand
Yeah.
in the USA.
If you want to build
If you want to buy it here,
probably
it's
the best.
probably about 30, 40. Yeah, it depends like how much money you want to spend, but
But please, B4 is the site to look on.
Yeah, go to B4.
Yeah.
You can get a good idea of pricing there. You can also use coupon code SAMMIT in checkout, get $100 off your first car purchase. And you can also get some free gifts thrown in with your car when you get shipped, like air fresheners, shirts, and stuff like that.
Yeah. If you have any questions, if you're wondering about the process, this video is the go-to.
Yeah, this video really goes through it really well. Yeah, it's really good. It was a good time filming it with everyone. Yeah, go check out the video. There's a good segment where we just walk around and look at some of the cars that are there waiting to be shipped out.
Oh, someone's like, I'd like to see a part 2, the registration part. Here you need an automotive engineer to certify the road.
Yes, in Australia, that's different. So that's called compliancing in Australia. It's hard to film a video. Like, that's why I say in the video, I say, like, obviously you still got to register the video, register the car and all that type of stuff. But from there, that's on you guys. Depending on what country the cars are going to, it's different.
Yeah.
Australia, you have to have compliancing. Australia, New Zealand, you have compliancing. You can pick up the car from the port, and then you've got to go through what has to happen in your country. Now, obviously, so many countries have different rules, but from the US, you pretty much pick up the car, and then with the title and all the paperwork, you then just go to the Department of Transport and do it. In Australia, compliancing. New Zealand, compliancing. Other countries, the same as the USA. Some countries, it's a little different. But yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much that. The majority is how the USA does it.
Yeah.
So we covered that in the video. But yeah, obviously, if you're in a different country, you need to do your own research for once the car arrives there. Because we can't obviously help. No one can, no company based in Japan can help you with that in your country where they don't reside. Yeah.
Someone's asking, how about parts? So B4 it has a parts section.
Yep.
Also by
and buy that we talked about before.
Yep. So you can use buy, you can use B4, either one of those. B4 connects you to more of like some wreckers and stuff. And obviously Yahoo Auctions and Buy covers all of that. But obviously I think Buy can also go through the same people that B4 uses.
Yeah. So B4 on checkout, you have to put the SAMMIT code, SAMMIT code on the checkout.
And if for some reason it's saying that it's not letting you put the code in, just send them an email.
Yes.
Let them know that you want to use my coupon code.
And the parts, you can also, we are also partnering with Buy, so we'll send the link again. For Buy, you need to make an account.
Yeah, for Buy, you need to follow that link and make the account. If you already have an account, make a new one.
Just sending it.
Help your boy out. Yeah. Otherwise, though, I think we've kind of covered everything. I'm trying to think of anything else. Gamer subs. I'm just going to go through a few of the companies we work with. If you guys like, good time right now. Season 6, I think, just launched for gamer subs. I think they have a whole new cup and a bunch of stuff coming. Just so you know, this year we are planning on making a cup together, but we do just need to make sure like a bunch of sales come in. So we have a goal. Once we hit that goal, which I know is achievable, we will be making and releasing our own cup, which I'm super excited about. So season 6 doesn't start till the 1st. I can't show you what it looks like. That would be a breach. But use coupon code SAMMIT and check out Gamer Subs and get 10% off store-wide. Gamer Subs is awesome. Seriously, I love it. Every time I'm here working on my car and it's a little late, I'm feeling a little drowsy, I'll drink a whole thing of Gamer Subs. I never get a crash. It tastes good.
You know my favorite way to drink Gamer Subs?
I started doing it with Sprite.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's addictive.
I use Gamer Subs a lot when I'm sick.
Yeah, actually, it's really good when you're sick.
It helps me really drink a lot too and get all the gunk out of me. It's really, really helpful.
Yep.
And I can water it down if I don't want it super sweet. So actually, when I was pregnant, I was drinking lots in the beginning because I thought I was sick.
Yeah.
So hence why how much Hugo screams at the moment. Yeah, he's. I gave him a little drum toy.
We got him a little bongo, yeah. No, he just likes hitting on stuff, so we got him one. Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
Hugo's such a good kid.
I should do the great uncle move and give him like an electric drum set with like
Yeah, so
Unable to turn off speaker.
that's the great uncle for him, but you're a dick to us.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. More so a dick to our neighbors. We already make enough noise, let alone you go.
No, the neighbor makes more noise.
Oh, actually, you're right. We've never.
They have 5 kids.
We've gone through a fair few neighbors. These are the only neighbors that we've heard through the wall, and we know our walls are like concrete brick. So like we're impressed, but also like it normally.
They have 5 kids.
Normally at like 10, 11, or 12, all you hear is like kids running up and down like the stairs so loud, like dun 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 dun. But what's weird though is we'd never heard anyone before, and there were families and their kids in there. Like we've been at this one place for how many years now? 6 years. So we've gone through a fair
7?
few.
6,
7?
no, 6.
Something, yeah, like that. 6,
Yeah. And then that freaking neighbor that complains about your Z. He's got 2 cars now. One's a freaking what is it? GR86.
There's a GR86. He has a Daihatsu Copan with a GTR conversion kit.
But what's loudest is his voice.
Yeah. So it's really funny. This guy has 2 cars that are louder than all of my cars. And he runs some kind of really weird, like a delivery station or something from his house. So like,
For a toy, like men's
some
toy or
distributor something.
Oh, that sounded really bad.
Yeah, that sounded really bad.
Boy toys, sorry.
That sounds...
That's even worse.
May, I have 2 questions.
Yes?
How do you know that?
No, there was a weird phase on my Facebook where...
Stop for a second. May, you are just digging a hole right now. Do you think before you speak?
Yeah.
This is getting way worse. Everyone's just like, pause.
And this is why
Pause.
the show is ending.
Pause. Take the shovel away from her. Yeah, pause. Anyways, so this guy does some weird... I actually wonder if it's like some kind of level scam thing, because like his entire front like lounge room with the big sliding doors is full of boxes, like a little warehouse, and all these delivery companies just keep coming and collecting, and this big truck backs up every day and drops off all the boxes again. So he's like a relay station or something.
Yeah.
And that's what he does for full-time work somehow, and he's making enough off it, whatever. But it's just super weird because I guess the delivery staff that come and drop stuff off to him early in the morning, he somehow, I guess like he's their customer or he's their boss, I'm not sure, but he will wake up the entire neighborhood and have World War III with them and screaming at them, throwing stuff at them at ungodly hours of the morning. And everyone will be calling the police on him and all this stuff and things like that, right?
You know what's even worse?
He illegally feeds the pigeons and like the crows. So like they keep coming and attacking everyone's like trash bags and stuff because he just sits there feeding them and throwing bread to them. If you don't know, this is actually like super illegal in Japan.
Yeah. I'm this summer I am calling the city ward.
Because like the crows here are like big PP level smart. They are actually insane. They'll open like a pet bottle of Coca-Cola. They'll open and unscrew the cap, drink it, and then put it back on and leave it there. Like they are freaking genius, giga brain genius level crows. And that's why like you're not allowed to feed them, because then they keep coming back and they keep causing chaos.
I mean, also like if you know, for pigeons too, once they're born in one location, they keep coming back.
Yeah.
And if you don't control it, like they can bring like bird influenza that like mutates into what?
Mystic Shark said we should harvest the crow's brains. Anyways, so this guy's just been like an absolute nuisance. I come home once with the Z, with the silencer installed, so it was fairly quiet. He's washing his car and he leans over the fence and has the audacity to say, "You should install a silencer on your car, it's too loud," when every single one of his cars is like straight piped.
Yeah, and we're like, no, we have the silencer on.
And I'm literally like, it has the silencer on it. And then he's like, well, it's still too loud. Don't bring this car here. And I just was like, okay, I'm sorry. And I just didn't say anything back to him. And May's just like boiling inside. And she's like ready to mouth off at him.
I was ready to throw an egg at him. That's how bad it was.
It was just like the one guy that literally everyone in the neighborhood talks about, right? Because he's just such a nuisance. is just like the guy who's telling me my car's too loud in the middle of the day. Like, it was just so funny and ironic. Oh, anyways, that's all right. I don't bring that car home very often at all. And when I do now, I just park it in a different car park down the road.
we have a different car park.
We rent a
like
different spot.
The other side of the block, there's like this Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, there's Alfa Romeo with a straight pipe. With the crackle pop tune. Like where we live, like people don't complain about loud cars.
The other side, we have a SR there. It's S15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this one dude. I don't know. He just seems like that kind of like Karen asshole type.
Yeah.
That complains
we have
about
a lot of loud
about
cars
himself.
when I think about it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
35 GTR. That one's pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another 180 SX down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of sports cars in our area, and they're all very loud, and a lot of them go to work.
And when I come back from daycare, there's always this really loud JZX 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That always comes. It's like the same timing that we head towards the same thing. And Hugo's like, ooh, JZX.
Dave Hughes, thanks for becoming a member over on YouTube. Appreciate you, dude. Level 2 as well. Thank you. Yeah, so there's a lot of like loud normal cars. I think it's probably just because he just saw the tall foreigner guy get out of the car and he wanted to just be mean to me. That type.
These kind of people just want to be mean to you because they also think I'm a foreigner. And once I open my mouth and I say Japanese, they just all go quiet.
That's true. We get that a lot. It's kind of frustrating.
No, but remember when you got in an argument with the post office lady? And then you just opened your mouth full on Japanese and she shut up real quick.
Saki, yutta jan. She was trying to tell me, I was just having a bad day. So I feel bad for this poor.
No, you weren't having a bad day. She was asking like maybe 5 times the same question.
She kept asking the same time because she thought I couldn't understand her Japanese. And she asked the same question like 10 times, which I understand because a lot of foreigners walk into the post office and think they can ship things that cannot be shipped.
Like Riley?
It's true. We do get a lot of return packages. But no, like foreigners, just like I don't understand it. But there are some interesting people that are not Japanese that think they can ship like raw foods and stuff. Foods that once they hit customs, it's absolutely no. So what ended up happening is these ladies at the post office are very accustomed to like asking the same question a lot. I'm a regular at this post office. I had shipped like thousands of packages through them. This is before we changed to DHL and FedEx. And she was a new girl there, and she was just going crazy at me. Are you sure there's nothing dangerous in this? Have you looked at the sheet with all these pictures and stuff? And I'd already told her what it was. It was just like a couple stickers or something.
She just wouldn't change
her mind. And she wouldn't change her mind. She thought that, she's like, no, I have to ask this guy 6 times the same question. By the 4th time, I snapped at her, and I was like, I pretty much said in Japanese, like, I've already told you what's inside. I've already told you there's nothing in there. Stop repeating it. Like, why do you think I'm stupid? Why are you repeating the same question? And then she was just like, like panicking. She's literally was like, I'm so sorry. Yep, there's no excuse for that. My bad. Sorry. Bye. Yeah. And then like all the other girls in the post office were all like, like laughing about it because they all knew me.
You know what's funny though? Ever since that day, I think she's been watching our content every
every time we walk in there now, she's like talking about you.
That one time, I went to the post office, and they're like, Yugo-kun genki desu ka? How's Yugo doing? I'm like, how do you know
all the
about
JP
Yugo?
Post girls watch our videos. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's funny.
Good times. She has a crush on you, Sam. No, that's the Starbucks girls here.
Yeah.
They have my coffee ready for me the moment they see me rock up. I'm like, yep. Did they write a love heart on this one today? No, just thank you. That's a printed thank you. They didn't have time. Starbucks here is actually good. Can we talk about that for a second? My sister's visiting right now, and if the weather was better and not snowed out, we would have gone to Ebisu and I would have done a reaction video. But because the last time my sister was in the passenger seat of one of my drift cars, was me trying to drift in Australia in the 34 Skyline.
Oh, it was terrible.
Terrible.
I do not want to remember that time.
That was terrible time.
Sam's like, yo, you should come for a passenger. You want to come for a passenger? I think I got it. I think I can drift this. It was bad.
I
Now that I experience what real drifting is, it's like, it was like, it wasn't like,
it's a good origin story.
You know, like, well, mind you, we were on stock seats and normal seat belts, so it was very, very terrible. But still, I think it was, it's crazy to think that was like what, 7 years ago now? No, less. No, 7 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What are you looking for?
I just looked up this thing that reminded me of this conversation. Just reminded me of something that I thought was very, very powerful. And it's like everyone always asks, like, how do you find something like what do you call it?
What are you talking about?
So like, you know how people want to find what they're passionate about, their passion, and like their.
What does this have to do?
Because this is how, like, trust me, this all ties together. Okay. All right. I'm preacher Sam right now. So people want to find their passion, right? Mm-hmm. But what they don't understand is that you actually create your passion. And do you know how you create your passion? It's by getting good at something. So you got to find something that you want to do that you suck at, and you keep doing it until you get good at it, and then you become passionate about it. So yes, what I'm trying to say is you always suck at something first before it becomes that thing that you're good at.
Yeah. I mean, you did try quitting it. And then we tried to walk away from it, and then we met Okachan, and he's like, you should come. I'll let you drive my car.
Yeah.
And then that's where your drift journey just started, because you just fell in love with it.
Yeah. ADHD makes it harder though, 100%.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Like, I don't know, like, you, generally with ADHD people, there's normally like that one thing that they'll never be able to run away from, that they just always enjoy.
Yeah, the ability to like pick one thing and hyper focus on it. ADHD can be a superpower at the same time as it's as much of a hindrance to other things.
Yeah. It's just interesting because, like, it's so true, right? Like, everyone's always like, how did you find your passion? And it's like,
I just did it.
I did it. I found something. I sucked at it. I got good at it. Then I liked it because I got good at it. And then it became your passion. And then everyone asks you, how did you find your passion? Like, as if it was just something that you found that you were naturally good at. Because no one ever sees the struggle and like everything you've been through or anything like that. Like, it's funny. No one really talks to you like while you're in the middle of it. Or if they do that, everyone makes fun of you for sucking, and you're just like, lol, okay.
I mean, I think...
Like, and I just want to make it very, very clear, like, I still suck at competitive drifting. And I will probably always, because it's competitive, right? Competitive drifting is always, like, once you bring competition into something, there are so many aspects to it that you will always struggle at. But the fact that I keep coming back to it is just purely because I love it.
Yeah.
I don't care that I suck at it because I want to get good at it.
It's like the learning to stand up after you've been knocked down.
Yep. It's like that constant thing that provides never-ending gratification of like improvement. When you look back at something and you see the level of progression and that rush of dopamine that I feel is just like nothing else.
Yeah, like last year's season was the perfect example of that.
100%. I can remember after EBC round, I was crushed. I literally was just so devastated. And it was purely just the reason why we didn't qualify. My main goal was to qualify every round last year. Now, we couldn't qualify round one. There was the excuse for that was just absolutely, there was no way that anyone could have qualified under this scenario that happened for us. If you guys need a quick recap, everything electrical failed in the car. We didn't sleep for 48 hours. We had to transport the car all the way to a different location. At the same time, while my team's transporting the car to my tuner, I'm also driving to a completely opposite location to pick up a new PDM and CAN bus pad and stuff. And then we're meeting in the middle, then driving to the tuner, spending all night reprogramming and rewiring everything, and then driving and bringing the car back, and then not even sleeping, and then jumping in a car, doing a little bit of practice, falling asleep behind the wheel in the line, and the officials waking me up and stuff. Like, it was there's no other way to describe it. It was a shit show. I don't even know how I drove.
Yeah.
And then, like, you watch me drive in the wet, and I'm just like, and I'm just like everything in the back of my mind is my car's going to shut off at any moment.
Yeah.
Because they were the electrical gremlins. But anyways, so zero sleep, all those problems, we fixed it. Ebisu, I trained so hard for that track. I was on the sim every day. I was like so focused. I was killing it in practice. And then when qualifying came, we found out that I had my rear tires on the wrong line. And it was purely just because there was a communication breakdown between the officials, my spotter, and me. There's like 4 lines for the entry, and you want your rear wheels to be on the line for FD. We were on the line further back over the FD line. We were on the D1 line, I think, or the Ebisu EDS line. I can't remember, but there's like 3 lines painted on the track. And where they put the spotter spot, you couldn't see them because of the cliff. And they never clearly explained it, or we missed the Japanese and the translation or the interpretation issue. I don't know. But I literally was so devastated, and I couldn't be upset at my spotter because it was just a breakdown of us not triple checking. And that was literally it. I didn't get enough points.
I'm going to be honest. I think we were too relaxed and too excited about the fact from the comeback from
the car
first round,
the first round,
the second round,
and how well I was driving. I was so confident, and I was driving so well.
Yeah, and that's when we all realized, okay, we really need to be on point.
Yeah,
you know.
So then after that round, I literally
it's a competition.
Yeah,
yeah, that's when we all like kind of like
we got
look
serious.
back. Okay, we learned our lesson. Let's freaking do this. And I think Sugo was like perfect. How everyone knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. They were on point.
I literally flicked a switch.
Everyone did.
Yeah, it wasn't until I really figured out everything, like mentally, until Nico circuit round. Nico circuit round. Remember, crap. What happened? Why did I get 0 points on the first? Oh. My brakes failed.
Yeah, your brakes
and the
failed,
car like stalled and stuff. Yeah. So on my first lap for qualifying was a great lap, but then my car like shut off, or something happened. My car shut off or something, and then I had to go out, and I had a 0 on my first qualifying lap. Now usually that's very stressful, but I like really just like gave myself some time, and after all I had spent time with a sports psychologist, and they really helped me understand like some things and exercises to go through to get my head in the game. I figured out how to flick a switch into hyperfocus mode. And I can remember this feeling now whenever I'm in behind the car and I'm about to go, and I flick this switch, and like my brain goes into hyperfocus ADHD mode, and I am in complete control and calmness behind the wheel. It is so cool. Now, I haven't figured out how to switch into that properly when I'm chasing, because there's just so much more happening with the other driver and I'm chasing. But when it comes to qualifying and doing solo laps, I can flick that switch now. And we saw that in every single round after that. It's different. It's so interesting because like I can be in practice, just normal SAM driving, practicing, making sure I know the line. And then when it's the qualifying lap, I am so calm and collected. It's ridiculous. It's like I flick this hyper focus switch. And like I said, like it can be a superpower if you can learn to do that for sure.
I mean, yeah.
It's so weird. It's like everything slows down, and then like driving in slow motion, and I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. Like, and I know when to do clutch kicks, what the car's doing. I can remember like at the Okayama round, the feeling of just being in complete control when my car is at max angle at like 160 kilometers an hour. And I'm just like, oh, the commentator's going to like this. I'm literally facing them. And then I like flicked around. I'm like, oh, the wall's a little close, but yeah, we'll be right if we hit it. Like, you know, like it was just so cool. It's like this whole different mode. It's really cool. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I'm driving in slow-mo. That was a weird tangent. But yeah, I really want to perfect that more.
Okay.
I think we're done. For those 10 seconds or less, yeah. It's a weird, cool feeling.
Everyone comments about this thing.
She's a mini girl.
Oh, what's this?
Chocolate.
No, this is Vegemite.
Oh, Vegemite?
Yeah.
Is it salty? I'm good. We had Vegemite on a cheese bagel this morning for breakfast.
Oh, yes.
It was good.
I should have put a cheese thing on top. That would have tasted nice.
Mm. So if you guys missed it, the reason why this is titled "We Are Quitting" is because we are ending the SaM show on the main channel. We'll be bringing something back. We'll be bringing a talk show back, probably on the SAMMIT Raw channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel SAMMIT Raw, make sure you go do that. We'll be doing something there. The main reason for us ending it here is it's had a very negative impact on the channel and the algorithm.
People don't believe you. You aren't really quitting the show. We are.
We are quitting the
We're
SAM
not
show.
quitting YouTube. We're just saying we're quitting the SAM show.
Yeah, the SAM show's ending.
We need the dun 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 dun
Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, that's what's happening.
閉店の曲。
Old Lang Syne or something like that.
What, sorry?
The name of the song is like Old.
I think we're going to get QC'd. Yeah.
No, it's public domain.
Public domain, is it? Oh, that's why I guess all the shops can use
It's
it.
from the
Shops
like
can use it.
1600s.
Yeah. Cool. So this will be the last SAM show on the main channel. We have no plans right now as to how, we want to do a show like this, like I said, on the SAMMIT Raw channel, but it's probably not going to be weekly. It'll probably end up being monthly, and it'll be called something different.
What we're saying is let us figure out Formula Drift, all right? And we'll figure out how the flow goes for the year, and then when there's time for it, we'll do it.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Guess that's what we're trying to say.
Twitch streams will still be happening.
Yeah, Twitch streams will still be happening, so if you want to watch lives, go follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
It was fun while it lasted. I know. I really enjoyed this, but we need to figure out a better way to do this format. And we did it for a good test period. I did say, I've always said with this show that we're going to be testing it and seeing how it goes. And we've done a total of 6 shows now. That's a decent amount of testing. That's 6 weeks of testing. And the data just, unfortunately, it's had a negative impact on the channel. Weird YouTube
You
things.
don't think it's going to be an issue for a once-a-month thing, right?
I don't think so, no. I think it'll be good.
Mm.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think we're ready to wrap things up. We all good, everybody?
So you don't want to not recap, what's going to be happening for the content for tonight?
Upcoming content.
I have no idea. Just completely honest, I have so much stuff on my mind. I have no idea what I'm filming today, and I need to film a video.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably try hot air inside a tire instead of cold air.
What? So it's going to melt?
How
from the
about
inside?
LPG gas and filling
Oh
my
my
tire with
God.
LPG gas instead of oxygen?
No.
Probably not.
LPG gas and oxygen,
No.
And then putting that under pressure, and yeah, that's
and doing a burnout till
no.
it pops. That would actually be a cool video. Because we could just go to that abandoned shopping mall that allows filming and explosions and stuff.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That would actually be pretty cool. That would actually be like really exploding tires. Anyways, I'm joking, guys. We'll probably have an update on the FD car build. Something really exciting is after we're done with all this FD car stuff, we'll be working on the abandoned S15, abandoned Skyline coming soon.
Oh. Did you want to talk about the World Time Attack stuff?
Yes, actually, good point. Before we go, though, I want to really talk about Okachan. If you live in Japan right now, Okachan's doing a campaign. If you purchase his Time Attack support pack on his website, you go into the running of winning a free Yashio factory tune-up on your car, on your S chassis. So if you have a Silvia and you live in Japan and you're watching this, go purchase it. If you don't live in Japan, still go purchase it, because it's going to get this guy to World Time Attack. He's trying to raise up a bunch of money. I'm going to be honest with you, for him to be able to ship his car, do all the modifications and the stuff that he needs to meet the requirements and actually drive and do well, he's trying to raise over 100 grand. And he can do it. And he's selling really, really cool limited edition World Time Attack support hoodies. I'm going to pull it up on his website. There's two types. There's white ones and pink ones. So if you're looking to spend that last like $100 in your bank account before payday, and I know that's kind of like a little like, yikes, go spend it on this if you want to send it towards something cool. I'm going to pull it up on the page right now. Here you go. It's called the Okachan World Time Attack Support Pack. You can get it in either white or pink. It's a really cool hoodie. See? World Time Attack 2024.
I love it. I think I want to get the white one.
Yeah, it's a little pack. Includes the hoodie,
it's
the
a hoodie, shirt, and a
keychain.
Keychain.
Yeah. So definitely check it out. You can get it in either white or pink. I like the pink one. I think the pink one's cool. Definitely check it out. You get a keychain, you get a shirt, and a hoodie. And it's only this much in yen. Now, shipping will obviously, you know, be a little bit. But let's just put this here in USD. That's $109.66 USD.
With 3 items.
With 3 items.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, and all the profits go towards to him making sure he can compete in World Time Attack this year.
Yeah. So if you live in base and stuff, and you own a SR or
use your Japanese address. If you use your Japanese address when buying this, there's a good chance you'll get a call from Okachan and he's going to do a full Yashio factory setting and tune on it for you.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of other cool stuff on the website. If you don't want to get that pack, if you want to just support him and get anything else, you can buy the pulley sets, you can buy his stickers, his exhaust titanium.
He doesn't only have the water pulley now. He has
alternators, alternator power steering pulleys, everything.
Yeah, so if you want to make it pink in your car, it looks good. What else? Yeah, pretty much if you're into SRs or all that, you can find everything. Or even his apparel is pretty good, so if you want to get it. Yeah, you can get his LZ collab stuff. There's also the SAMMIT collab stuff. Definitely check it out. He's got towels too, sweat towels for the track. They're very handy on a hot summer's day when you're driving. Cool. All right, well, that kind of covers that. Go check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a great stream. Yeah. For the last one. Goodbye, everyone. The SaM show was great. It lasted 6 episodes. It's another ADHD thing. Oh, gosh. Okay. We only got to 6. Bye. Rip SaM show. Everybody in chat, rest in peace, SaM show. Let's send it out with a bang. With a bang. 6 more episodes more than some TV shows. Rest in peace, SaM show. It was good, everybody. Eh? He's already off. No. Oh, really? Yeah, he's off. Okay. You're not letting us go, man. I can press the button, but this is the last semblance of control I have. We'll see you guys. We'll figure out this format. I'm not giving up on it 100%, but the SaM show's dead. Goodbye.